Good morning to you. Good morning to you. How y'all doing this morning? Well, my name is Debra Matthews and my channel is called Lose Weight With Me. And so I am in the 300s as far as how many pounds I've lost. And that even overwhelms me a little bit. So when I was like 294 pounds lost, I'm like, okay. So I have to total it out. So I am a little bit nervous. I'm uneasy. I got a lot going on. It's some good stuff. And one thing I haven't even told y'all, it's a secret. But I got to get the house together. So I'm like, I can't do it by myself. Or guess what? I think I can't do it by myself. So therefore, what you think is what it is. So I've had a lot of help getting it together. Come on in and let me know your name and where you're calling from. But what if nobody else comes to help me? Guess what? I'm going to have to pull it together. Because if I don't, the outcome is not going to be favorable for me. So, guess what Miss Debra going to have to do, honey? She's going to have to rise above her own thoughts and her own feelings about what she thinks. And this is the thing. I spilled all my mouthwash, and I'm not happy about that. And I really want to go to this business meeting this morning because the topic is taxes. I need to go. And there's a grand opening at Kroger right around the corner, and I need to go. Of course I need to go, right? And I got to get my hair done because we got graduation tomorrow. And that's at 1 o'clock. But I'm even thinking about those three things. I'm going to be tired, okay? So that means I'm not going to get home till after 3 o'clock. They're picking me up at 7:20. And the house. So when I get home, I'm crawling in this bed. But guess what? Thursday, I got to do stuff. And we still got things to do. I got things to do. The couch is still full of stuff. It's not that bad, probably. But I do have my rug that has been rolled up for like a year that I really just thought about. I need to unroll it so it can be flat. Maybe it'll be flat, even though it's been rolled up. I don't know. But I got the rug thing under it. And I really wanted to find the plastic to put over it. But I canceled my trip to Lowe's yesterday because I was just tired. I was like, I don't want to go to Lowe's. And plus, I got to figure out. See all that stuff right there? All that stuff right there. And I'm finna put this in my hair, so maybe my hair won't look that good, but I need to deep condition it. Because I just feel like I need to do that. Because, you know, I just need to give it some extra conditioning. So, I'm probably driving myself crazy. But the good thing is, we've been working on this for like a month. So, you know, that's the thing. When you got something to do, you kind of work on it little by little, by little, by little, by little. And then, like, I'm going to be asleep because I was up at 3 o'clock. So, I was trying to get on live last night. But, you know, I just fell asleep. And for those of you who, y'all act like I'm the only one that got incontinence. I've literally soaked through a whole case, like 10 different incontinence pads. Cause I'm nervous. Cause I'm like when something comes that I'm nervous about, and let me tell y'all, that rice was nasty. And my rice for dinner, I ate the greens because I ain't had nothing else to eat. Because I really wanted some French fries. Because when you get anxious, you want to eat fats and carbs. But since I don't have none, it's some fish in there. It's some chicken. My dinner was chicken, greens, and rice. But I ain't eat the rice. It was nasty. Because when I know how good Chinese rice tastes, I'm like, ooh, this ain't Chinese rice. But rice tastes good, I guess, if it's hot. I don't know. I just know I ain't eat it. So, guess what? I ain't eat it. It just didn't get ate. That's all I knew. And I wish I was eating some snack food to get me through it. But guess what? I don't be doing that because I'm a changed creature. I'm a Nubian. I'm brand new, so I don't eat my troubles away. But I wish I had some French fries. Even a baked potato, which I got two white potatoes in there. But you know what? I'm getting ready to go to Kroger. I'm going to get like some sandwich. I'm getting sandwich bread, sandwich, lettuce, tomato, because that's something I can eat quick, and fruit. And maybe grab some, if they have some hot soup, maybe I'll get some hot soup. But if not, I'm going to eat that because I need to buy food that I can have out of the refrigerator a long time, because I'm not going to be home till 3. And I'm going to Kroger at like 10. So, good morning. Good morning. Come on in. I made a little ad. This post is called Songs That Help Someone or Another. I don't know the name of it. It's something like that. But I was going to read to y'all my poems, and I was going to all that stuff while I'm getting ready and tell y'all how scared I am. It's really good news, though. And see, I went and got my lashes done, but this one, my eyes got so watery while I was asleep that the lash came completely off. Good morning, Khadijah Reed, 616. Good morning. Where you from? So, this is what I do. I put conditioner on my hair because I'm going to the beauty school. And this is going to be the last day I go to the beauty school. After today, I'm doing my own hair. And so y'all just going to get what you get and don't have a fit. And, you know what? Because guess what? Because, honey, this is the fall time. We springing into the fall. Hey, Charlotte, North Carolina. Guess what? I want to come. When I get to 350 pounds, I want to go to the that big girl store in the mall in Charlotte. But I got to have about $2,000 so I can buy some clothes. Good morning, Steve Jones from Detroit. Hey, Detroit, the Motor City. Hey. So I'm just talking about how scared I am. I got something going on. Well, Thursday we have graduation, and they're going to pick me up like 12, but it doesn't start till 5:55. But since I'm going to be transporting my wheelchair, then I got to do that. And I really wanted to go to Sam's Club Thursday morning. But see, Debra Matthews, you just insist on doing things that's gonna wear you out. Hey, Greensboro, hey, Aggie Pride, hey, Aggie Pride. Do you go to AT&T, North Carolina A&T homecoming sometimes? Aggie, Pride. Okay. When I was in school, we had what you know, Baltimore. Hey. Oh yeah, I know. But the little ad, I was trying to get it together. Let me take my blood pressure and then I'm breathe. I got the points and stuff right here, because I always was telling y'all, and in preparation for the surprise on Friday, I was always telling y'all that you know, we got to just honey, you got to get you a song. And honey, I've been listening to, first I was like listening to Ali Sadiq. He is so funny. Like, I love him so much. And and then I was listening to, they had like Psalms 51 and 63. But your cousin dances for who? Oh, the Aggie Pride? Oh, really? Oh, girl. Okay. Yeah, I just love that. Then they were fighting for Black Studies Now. Black Studies Now. So hopefully they have Black Studies. That's been like over 20 years ago. But we had so much fun. I mean, everywhere was a party. So my blood pressure is 118/80. And my pulse is 66. Sometimes when it gets like that, I think it's not telling the truth. And so most of my family from Baltimore You work at John Hopkins? Okay. Wonderful. Oh, I love me some Baltimore. Do you understand me? I love Baltimore. The vibe is so, I mean, I just love Baltimore. Then Moses, he lived in Baltimore. But I used to go to the conferences before I met Moses. But, you know, the fact that he lived in Baltimore was even a bonus. So after I take my blood pressure, I always take vitamin C. And so, because vitamin C is good to take, it's good to take every time, but especially in the cold and flu season. You know, that's the best I got. Oh yeah, I like go-go too. Hmm. I was ready to come see the Chuck Brown band, and he died on me. But the band's still performing. But the sister loved her some go-go. Hmm. They were supposed to order me some more of this, but they didn't order me none. See, they ain't ordering what they should. Okay, I got one more. I like to put medicine in these, and that way it's kind of easier than putting them in that little thingy. I just have to take time to do it or keep up with them. So I had a lot of them, but I only have 3 now. But it's okay. 3 is good enough. And I'm finishing this biotin. You know, we buy all these vitamins. My coach just told me yesterday, Deborah, you're gonna have to stop being late to class because I've been late to class a lot. And then he was like, "Do you have any magnesium?" I said yes, and I forgot to take it. He's like, "You need to take it." I forgot to take it. Okay, hold on. So, I was thinking the more I try to change my life, the more things stay the same, which is okay. Which is so okay. That's the thing. And that's I think what I'm trying to encourage you all to understand, because you got to give yourself grace. So I'm looking at giving myself grace, and I found you know how I refused to buy any more of this eyelash glue. I found the eyelash glue over there. I organized it, and now it's all the way in the bottom of the organized place. So that's why I throw stuff around, because it's easier for me to remember where it is if it's closer. But anyway, everybody's giving out free food and everything, and I'm even going to volunteer next Wednesday in Clarksville with Feed the Block. But Miss Deborah gonna be going to get her. Let me see who else got some hot food, because Miss Deborah gonna be going, because Miss Deborah like to be eating. Okay. I already get food from Urban Ministries, and Manifest Cafe have too much food. Radical Missions. Hope of House of Hope. The Baby Supplies. Spring Creek Baptist. See, I do get the commodity food distributions. It was a canned food, no meat, but it's okay. I like vegetables. Salvation Army Food Program Meal Plans, Emergency House, and that's really good. Catholic Charities. Catholic Charities gave me some food, and Catholic Charities, they're really nice too. And look, every time I call to get help, I'm like telling them, okay, these are resources, because I'm used to being a transition person. My disability advocate, she ended. They text me and said her time with me is ended due to budget, and so Shedrick, he always collects money so that he's going to go to the utility department and pay people's utility bills. So they won't even know it. They'll just know that their utilities have been paid. Like if it's a late one, that's what he does every year. He's such a good person. He and his wife have raised such good kids. And you think, I mean, his kids are just amazing. So I was in church last week online, of course. They were singing, "When I've gone, when I've gone, when I've gone the last mile of the way, I shall rest at the close. I shall rest at the close of the day, for I know, for I know, there are joys that await me. When I've gone, the last mile, the last mile of the way." And it just moved me. I just took a picture of it. That's how I am. If I see something, I take a picture of it. I like it. It makes me happy. It's all good. So I want to give out a shout out especially to Phyllis Washington. Her YouTube channel is called Phyllis Washington 1635. She's been a part of YouTube for 5 years. So she wrote this to me, and I'm gonna start, really speaking to you all, to the readers, to engage you, to maybe speak on what you say to me, and most of all, just thank you for your support. Sometimes I think I feel a little frustrated because I feel like y'all think I'm Superwoman, and y'all think I'm super amazing. I mean, that sounds so good. I appreciate that. The truth is, I'm just a black girl from Memphis, Tennessee, whose parents picked cotton, whose granddaddy was born in 1898. Okay? Is that not amazing? So that means my great granddaddy was a slave. Not my great great granddaddy, my great granddaddy. So my granddaddy picked cotton. He was right there. My granddaddy was born right after slavery, maybe 30 years. And then black men could vote then. And then about 1910, when my granddaddy was still living, he was a young man of sorts, they evicted the black codes. And that meant they stripped everything. They stripped the black man's dignity. And black women didn't have rights anyway. Women didn't have rights anyway. And black women showing up didn't have rights. But that's whose shoulders I stand on, literally. So that meant that my uncles and aunties and stuff, they ran and they got to work because they had nothing. All of my uncles had dump trucks and they moved to Houston and outside of Houston, and they worked very hard. And just country, I don't know if they were probably country, but just regular folk. And then my grandmother's sisters, I thought these were my mother's sisters for so long. They moved to Chicago. So we have Chicago. And then I have family all the way, like my cousins, they live all the way to Las Vegas, California, Chicago, Buffalo, New York, all the stuff. So, and I even have a cousin who lives here too. She's my daddy's first cousin. So I'm just a regular old black girl who decided that she wants to live. I can't have it any other way. So I'm very aware, especially lately. I'm like, man, I miss eating the way I always ate. But I don't miss it that much. I'm just missing it. And then being in corner to corner helped me realize how I can eat it and still lose weight. Which in and of itself is not bad. You give yourself grace. And then I remember I got I'm making a box. I'm sending to my sister because she loves pasta and I don't eat pasta. So I said, y'all like peanut butter crackers? And she says, yeah, mama likes them. If I would remember when I was in the car, I would have ate them because I was stressed. But that's okay. I'm going to give me a snack when I go to Kroger. See how my conversation, thinking about food all the time. See that? That's food addiction. But it's okay because the way that you can heal something. I'm on this channel with y'all because I'm healing, baby. I am healing. I'm giving myself grace. I'm telling the truth, okay? Because when you tell the truth, you shame the devil. And that's all. It's okay to tell the truth. And the truth is, I'm nervous. I'm anxious. I got something really neat going on. And my house is still a mess. My room is still a mess. Oh, let me show y'all this. But my friend, she gave me 2 wreaths. And y'all gonna love this one. I'm gonna put this one at the fireplace. So, and I always wanted to buy them from her, but I don't have the money. And so she gave me 2 wreaths. And look at this one. Isn't that beautiful? So I'm gonna put this above the fireplace. So it's a face with a hat, and this is the hair. Isn't that gorgeous? And then I have another one I got from a lady at the Ajax Center, and I was going to put that one right there. I really don't like none on my walls, but I want to put it on there, so. And I really want to turn my bed around, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. So if someone comes to help me, I'll get them to put it up there for me. And I bought these, when I rebuilt my house, I bought these hooks and stuff. I really don't like none on my walls. That's one reason why this color scheme, actually this is like, see, that's white. And then, okay, that's white. And that's like, see how neat that looks? Okay, that's like a shade of gray. And that's a shade of white. And that's a shade of white. And that's teal. And literally in my rooms, especially in the living room, it's different shades of white. So you won't know that. And I just felt like having different shades of white. Because I'm just like that. So what I was saying is that it kind of bothers me when you all think I'm superhuman. And instead of think that I'm superhuman, do it with me. Because you know what? People like me, I don't want to see you all hurt. That's why sometimes I go off and get all frustrated and act really rude. Because I don't want you to hurt like I'm hurting. And most people, most of us who care a lot about other people more than we care about ourselves, we don't want other people to be hurting. So that's why I say don't say anything negative, speak in positive words, because that's really how we're all going to get there. Okay? And so I was late for class today and I had to walk myself in, video my own self. And then I did my own exercises and coach was over there training with somebody else. And then I joined in and it was okay. You know, it was okay. And so that's another indication when I'm late. Because I was like 15 minutes late. Then that means something's going on. And so I hope this eye don't water because I want to at least leave one lash on. I like it when I see that lash shadow right there. That is the funniest thing to me. So let me read what Phyllis Washington said. I wish I had the bravery. Before I say that, I want to sing this song. I wish I knew how it would feel to be free. I wish I could break all the chains holding me. I wish you could know what it feels to be me. Then you'd see and agree that every man should be free. We were fighting, and we still are fighting for our rights as citizens of this said country. And now we're fighting for our right to be healthy, to be smaller, to lose weight. Because good health is our birthright. Remember that. God made us to be healthy. And what has happened, all of these external forces contribute to us not being as healthy as we would like and not having the mobility that we like. And so it's important for us to know that it is our birthright. It's our birthright. It's our right as citizens to vote. It's our right to have pursuit of happiness. That means whatever we want to do in our mind, we have the right to go for it. So you got to remember that. And so you gotta, like me, I gotta figure out a way. I gotta figure out a way. So what Phyllis Washington said, she said 13 hours ago, she said, I wish I had the bravery, the drive, determination, and the courage you have to exercise in public and in private. I just think that I can't do it, so I prop myself on the chair and cry in silence. I applaud you for all you do. God bless you and keep up the good work. What I said to her is stop. Email me for a consultation. Stop, 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 stop. Give yourself grace. And I said some other stuff. I don't know what else I said. And so sometimes when I say to you that the first step that you need to do is just believe you can do it, because it's not send me your money or something like that, you might not even put any validity in it. You might not think, oh, she just talking. But if you really, you might not even, I remember when I was sad and I was laying on my couch. You know, I told my mom the other day, I said, Mama, I know something wrong with you. And I said, I always know when something's wrong with you, Mama. I said, I'm going to tell you why. She said, why? I said, because you used to lay on the couch when something was wrong. You didn't, my mother didn't lay on the couch. When she laid on the couch, I knew something was wrong with her. And one time I was laying on the couch when I was in my apartment and I was about to get sad and I was like, oh, get up. And they said, you ain't finna get sad. And one time when I was laying on the couch and I was kind of concerned about my weight, because that's when I looked down at my legs. Let me see if I can show y'all. I looked down at my legs. See how, y'all see my legs every day. I ain't got to show y'all my legs. I looked down at my legs and I was like, how did my legs get so big? I didn't know that I was having perimenopause or something like that. And that's when that adipose tissue gets fat like that. And it only happens to women. And so I didn't know that. And I didn't ask the doctor. I just figured I got fat. I don't know. And that's what we always do. When something happens, we just get that. And honestly, the doctors don't even make themselves available for you to ask. But the endodontist did. He said, if you have any problems, give me a call. And so I'm like, I'm not having that. So this is why I reach back to my Black history. I reach back to American history. I love reading. I don't know where my books are from Lincoln. I used to read a bedtime story from Abraham Lincoln every night. I love the integrity, if we can say they had any, of our founding fathers. It moves me. It makes me feel the hope that lies within being in the United States. It makes me feel that I can do. And it's interesting the way they thought back then. If you gave your word, that was it. If you said you were going to do it, you did it because you said you were going to do it. I love that. I hope we can get back to a time when we can do that. If I say it, then I'm going to do it. So let me share with you all this. This is by Paul Laurence Dunbar. It's called We Wear the Mask. We wear the mask that grins and lies. It hides our cheeks and shades our eyes. This debt we pay to human guile. With torn and bleeding hearts we smile. And mouth with mirrored subtleties. Why should the world be overwise in counting all our tears and sighs? Nay, let them only see while we wear the mask. We smile, but oh, great Christ, our cries to thee from soiled souls arise. We sing, but oh, the clay is vile beneath our feet and long the mile. But let the world dream otherwise. We wear the mask. You all, and many people say, oh, you're so happy. I'm about as happy as you are. But me and my sister were talking. We couldn't walk around the house with our mouth poked out. Our mama would slap us in it. We couldn't. We had to. And I think that's okay. I think that's okay. I think that it's okay. It's okay. And then sometimes you kind of have to. That's that song. Sometimes you have to encourage yourself. And the Bible even tells you, when you are happy, put a song on your lips. And I read something, I don't know where I read it from. When your mama would tell you go, you either soak in the tub. My mama used to soak in the tub, do a hymn, moan. God gave us all of these sounds and all of these things for our good. Sometimes you go, when I first bought my house, I used to always walk outside bare feet, let my feet hit the ground. I used to jump up. You wouldn't believe. I used to jump up at 6:30 in the morning and go water all my flowers, because I had flowers all in the backyard, all in the front yard. It was my joy. And then sometimes when my yard man would be cutting the grass, he'd be like, Debra, you've been outside a whole hour. I've never seen you stay out that long, because I'd be pulling my weeds, because it was something that I found so much joy in. I just love being like a homeowner. And I literally would have something done to my house, order it, wouldn't have the money for it, and say, okay, Lord, I need $700 in 2 weeks. And I would get it. So I know the power of speaking things. It totally works. Even when I went to Sarasota with the group, it's like $4,000 or $5,000, and I'm in my wheelchair. And all I did is say I'm going, and somebody sent me money just kept coming. I guess I did a resume, I guess. And so I'm telling you, now I'm so aware. Like, then I wasn't even aware. I was just like, look, April Mason was teaching us, look, honey, you just deserve this, you just deserve that, and you're a feminine woman, and blah, blah, blah. And baby, I was soaking that up, and it was working. So you can't tell me what doesn't work when you speak the power of yes. The power of, I'm going to tell you something. I thought I gained weight. I actually lost weight because I ate some Fig Newtons. And I'm like, what do I do with that? I was looking at that. And I was like, wait a minute now. What you saying? But it's so real that I can't always see or even accept that I'm doing this well. Because everything makes me feel a little bit guilty. Like, stop feeling so guilty. But I'm telling y'all, it's crazy. So, anywho, let me show you right quick. Okay, so this is it. Okay. So, I lost 0.6 pounds Saturday. I gained 5.4 pounds Sunday. I lost 0.2 pounds Monday. And I lost 7 pounds Tuesday. And I just thought, all I told my coaches, I thought I gained, no, I thought I lost 6.2 pounds, but it was actually 7 pounds. But I know I gained 5 pounds Sunday. And that's because I went and got a food box. And it had some Fig Newtons in it. And I ate them because I like me some Fig Newtons. Why did I eat them? Because they were there. Okay. So giving myself grace. So I've lost weight. I've lost weight 3 days in November and gained weight only once. Now, you got to know you're going to lose and gain weight. It's totally normal. It's not even a big thing. That's what happens. That's your body's way of just balancing itself. So, anywho. And I haven't even totaled the amount because that's kind of heavy for me right now. So that means I'm over into 300 pounds weight loss. I can't handle that right now. So I'm gonna read y'all this poem. I'm gonna handle that after a while though. And this poem is called After a While. This poem helped me break up my first boyfriend. And I really, really liked him too. And I really, really liked him. But I really, really liked him actually. Yeah. But, you know, I can't be giving no dude all my attention. I got to study. And as soon as he did something wrong, I was out of there because I got to focus on my studies. I ain't got time to be trapped up in no man. I did really like him. But, you know, it was okay. I wasn't going to make that mistake, child. He probably got me pregnant. He really wouldn't because we weren't even having sex. And he was such a gentleman. That's when I told you I came to see him. And we were young. He's living with his family. And when I went to see him, I'm sitting on the couch just sitting there. And his mom tells me, go in there and get in the bed. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, oh my God. Man, I used to cry for any old reason back then. But anyway, that was so funny. But he was actually a perfect gentleman. I can tell you I've had more perfect gentlemen in my space than not. So, hi Richard, how are you? I've had some booger bears. I'm not going to tell you that lie. So after a while, you learn the subtle difference between holding a hand and chaining a soul. And you learn that love doesn't mean leaning and company doesn't always mean security. And you begin to learn that kisses aren't contracts and presents aren't promises. And you begin to accept your defeats with your head up and your eyes ahead, with the grace of a woman, not the grief of a child. And you learn to build all your roots on today because tomorrow's ground is too uncertain for plans and futures have a way of falling down in mid-flight. After a while, you learn that even sunshine burns if you get too much. So you plant your own garden and decorate your own soul instead of waiting for someone to bring you flowers. And you learn that you really can endure. You really are strong. You really have worth. And you learn and learn. With every goodbye, you learn. That's it right there. Drop the mic. This was written by Veronica Schiffel in like the 70s. Baby, that's it right there. That's it. Cut it out. Do it. Cut it out. Do it. And I'm going to tell you something else. Honestly, when I start talking about men, when I start talking about eating, when I start talking about something that's hard, all that foolishness, when I start talking about foolishness, you'll say, Debra's excited about something she's got going on. That's the truth. That is the absolute truth. I promise you it is. It is the absolute truth. It's the absolute truth. It used to scare me. Since I've been on YouTube, in the last year, I don't like all that male attention. I really don't. I really, truly do not like it. I mean, if you're sexy, I could like it. But I'm saying, really, I'm trying to focus. I'm trying to get my life together because I got someplace to go. Because when I get there, I'll see everyone I know. I want to go to heaven because they don't want none with me, honey. They want to waste my time, okay? Okay? You know that poem that says, somebody stole my stuff. Somebody stole my good stuff. That's for color girls who've considered suicide when the rainbow is enough. They remade that too. And so, honey, I don't need time for you to be trying to steal my good stuff. Because half the time you got a weight problem. You better wake on your weight problem. Because two of us can't be up there together. We're going to be hot and sweating, okay? And if you can't take me to Tanzania, then I can feel the energy shift. Like all relationships change. And I've been working with my coach for like 3 years. This is coming on 4 years or 39 months. That's a long time to work with one person. It says very bad connection. What you mean very bad connection? The bill paid, but you know what? We have a connection block. I'm at exit 4 between exit 1 and exit 4. Ever since I got this iPhone watch, my phone been doing all kind of crazy stuff. But anywho, let me just read to you Langston Hughes. This is called Mother to Son. Well, son, I'll tell you. Life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It has had tacks in it and splinters and boards torn up and places with no carpet on the floor, bare. But all the time eyes have been a-climbing and reaching landings and turning corners and sometimes going in the dark where there ain't been no light. So boy, don't you turn back. Don't you sit down on the steps. Eyes have been a-climbing and reaching landings and turning corners and sometimes going in the dark where there ain't been no light. So boy, don't you turn back. Don't you sit down on the steps because you finds it kind of hard. Don't you fall now, for I still going, honey. I still climbing. And life for me ain't been no crystal stair. Langston Hughes is a poet, a novelist, a fiction writer, a playwright. He is known for his insightful, colorful portrayal of Black life in America from the 20s through the 60s and was important in shaping the artistic contributions of the Harlem Renaissance. You better get you some understanding, baby. You trying to make it? You trying to deal with your weight? You better go back. There's a song we sing, if you have to reach way down, Jesus will lift you up. If you act like you ain't black, you might want to be black for this right here. Because this ain't no easy journey, baby. And I don't want you to tell me, don't ever say to me again, I know how hard it is. Shut up. Because those words that you just spoke is a waste of breath. A lot of times we say things just to make our mouth move instead of speaking from the heart, our truth. So sometimes I'll put a dot over what you say because really I don't want to hear it because it's a nothing statement. Speak from your heart. We all got one. Just because you ain't fat and you ain't got no weight loss issues, the one you got is a big one too. It's a booger bear. You better learn some Black history. You better learn some Christian theology. You better learn some nature. You better learn it all. Learn whatever's going to help you get there. But don't hit me with that fake pretense. If you ain't got nothing to say, girl, good job. But don't tell me all that, what you know, and how hard your journey is. And who wants to hear that? But if you take one step, you ain't even got to get out your bed. I've been right here in this bed. Y'all ain't even seen me hardly in the living room except when I'm at the piano. Little kid was playing the piano the other day. I'm like, we dusted the piano off and I opened the keys. I'm going to get back on the piano. See, we don't get no brownie points for just things being hard. We get the brownie points when we take one step towards our goal. Just one step. One small itty bitty step. Drink some water. Ain't nobody eat a vegetable. Start there. I ain't even asking you to exercise. I'm saying calm down. You know, when I wake up, I listen to gospel music. When I get in the car, I listen to whatever's bumping, whether it's old school or old school. I don't really listen to new school music. I see, because I have XM radio. I see like Cardi B. I don't want to hear what she's singing. Even though I like her, she's cute, but you know, I want to see what the Isley brothers singing. Okay, I want to see what LL got on his channel. So, but coming home, I listen to smooth jazz because now I need to think. I need to listen to my thoughts and listen to myself. And I need to figure out how I'm going to make this happen. because for sure I'm going to make it happen. And when I tell y'all what the surprise is, y'all are going to be y'all going to be so happy for me. Or not. I don't care. But let me tell y'all something. This white man, he was talking to me. I told y'all this before. He was asking me some questions. He's a European. And I was answering him. He was like, "Are you mad at me?" I'm like, "No." And I said to him, I said, "You're very calm." So I'm always wanting to take his picture. So I'm like, "Smile." And I'm like, "Smile," because he was, talking, so he wasn't smiling. And then he smiled, and I was like, he said, "I actually like to smile." I was like, "Okay." And I realized how enchanting he is. And I realized how I could see how someone could fall for like a white guy. I mean, if he had a trust fund, I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't think I could fall for a broke dude, like a broke white guy. But I could see that when I was talking to him, and of course he and his wife have a newborn, so he was home with the baby. So that right there blew my mind too. I mean, a man taking care of the baby. But I could see how beautiful he is as a human being. And I could see how in that moment I saw how some like African women always marry like white men and stuff like that. I could see that. I could see that. My cousin, she married to a white man. He worked for NASA too. I'm just saying, he do. She is married to him and he does work for NASA. He don't work down at the 7-Eleven. I'm just saying. Unless he owns a 7-Eleven. But he works for NASA. Now, who could be mad at him? Not at all. Welcome to the family. Anywho. In any case. So I took my vitamins. I took my pressure. I said I wanted to get up at 5 to get ready because they're going to pick me up at 7. So I wanted to be ready. And so I am not ready. I'm going to wear my orange dress. And it's a journey, y'all. That's all I'm going to say. It's exciting. It's a journey. I was frustrated because I put all my bill money on my credit card so I could get my rewards points. And they took too long to populate the money on there and made my bills late. And I'm like, look here, people. And I'm calling them like, look here, y'all. So that was a source of frustration. But even that is anxiety. And doing things that's new creates a sense of anxiety because now, I mean, it's not, my bills aren't like super late, but still. I'm very aware that every move I make, if I do something different that I'm not sure about, and it's causing me distress, then it's just one more thing for me to worry about. Now I'm comfortable in the worry, not comfortable in the peace. Did you catch that? Comfortable in the worry, not comfortable in the peace. Vanessa came over here and cooked for me. Fish, vegetables, all the stuff. I don't want to eat that stuff. But I'm going to eat it, but I don't want to eat it. I want to give me a sandwich. I really want me a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. I really want me a bologna sandwich because when I'm stressed, I like to eat bologna sandwich from the Cook's Market. So I would go in there and get me one. But since I'm not driving my car today's Wednesday, I drive my car on Tuesday and Thursdays, then, I can't have one. Because I'm thinking back to how I coped with things in the past. What happened is the end of the month, actually, one of the girls, she threw my fruit away by mistake because she didn't realize I had fruit in there. But that's okay. And I'm practicing not getting so much fruit to eat because I feel compulsive, but to eat when my body needs nourishment. So I'm doing a new thing in the midst of doing some new things. So now all of that stuff just make me think about the old things. And by 2 o'clock Friday, it'll be on to something new. Tomorrow is the graduation. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Friday is the thing I haven't told y'all about. And by Friday, then I can go to Sam's Club Saturday. I don't have to go to Sam's Club tomorrow. I just think I need to make sure I have enough tissue. But I think I have enough tissue. Y'all know it's black women. We need to have 50,000 of everything. So that's all. That's all. So comment. I hope what I'm saying makes sense. But if it don't, it makes sense to me, so it's okay. So comment in the description what songs y'all like, how y'all doing, anything y'all want to share. Um and when you do that, I'm gonna sing y'all a few songs and we're gonna call it a day. We're gonna wrap it up, honey. And so it can be a secular song or it can be a gospel song. It doesn't matter. We're gonna sing it anyway. Okay. And let's see. I posted in there that Farrakhan did something called Healing Begins in the Mind. It's so good. And it's so good. And oh, it's a good song. So anywho, I saw this show and it was so good. It's called Inside Russia's Hitting Black Community. It was amazing. It was so amazing. And I love the fellowship of black men around the world. It's so amazing. And so, and the kinship that black men have one with another. It's amazing. We are, black people are turning this whole world upside down. In the midst of our affliction, we're turning this whole world upside down. So let's see. Yeah, another song. Sometimes inside I wonder, da 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 da, over yonder. You'll see, there'll be a place for me, and I'm going there someday. Dear mercy, Lord, 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 mercy, Lord. You'll see, there'll be a place for me, and I'm going there someday. Sometimes, doo-doo. But I've been listening to a lot of Miles Davis, a lot of Carmen McRae, a lot of the pianist, the black pianist who lived in France, but who is an American. I can't think of her name. She sings that song I sang at the beginning of the hour. It's pretty cool. I'm waiting for y'all to give me a song that y'all want me to sing. Let's see. I stumbled on this photograph. It kind of made me laugh. It took me way back down memory lane. I feel the happiness. I feel the pain. And oh, look at there, look at there. Ooh, the way you held me. No one could tell me that love would die. Why did I have to find this photograph? It kind of made me laugh. It took me way back. I gotta show y'all the picture of Moses that his sister sent me. I gotta show y'all that. Back down memory lane. I feel the happiness. I feel the pain. Love beyond compare. Look at there. Do the way you held me. No one could tell me that love would die. Well, Okay, y'all. Okay, y'all. God is so good. It is such a great day. It is Wednesday. And don't forget to buy me some for Christmas, for Hanukkah, for Kwanzaa, for Children of Israelite, for the light festival lights, and for the Jewish holidays and Christmas, all the stuff, honey. And you gotta send it to me because we having a blackout unless we're buying from small business. So that's another reason to stock up on food, because we ain't buying nothing. I guess you can buy food, but we ain't doing no shopping in big business from Black Friday till, I think they say December the 3rd. So that means on December the 4th we're gonna buy something. I don't know about all of that. But anywho, whatsoever we doing with the blackout, I'm down for it, okay? So send me my presents early. That way I can open up a present a day. Ow, ow, ow. The address is in there. If you have mobility issues and you want to join my 7-day You Ain't Got to Eat Anybody challenge, it's coming up real soon. So the connection is in the description. If you want to consult with me, just shoot me an email and say, I want a consultation. I'll send you the list and you sign up for whatever you want. And we can talk about it, honey. Ow, 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 ow. We can. And my book is coming out on Black Friday. And we're going to have a book signing in December. Now, if we get a lot of snow and stuff like that, we ain't going to have it in December. We're going to have it when it's not going to be snowing. But otherwise, we can have it then. And we're going to have a good time. Okay? So God bless you. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. Okay? Peace and hair grease. 5 on the black hand side.